two women from Andhra Pradesh in their early 40s started walking towards the Sabarimala temple today, but they were then stopped by protesters merely 200 meters from the base camp of Pamba. Vasanthi, who's 41 years old, and also Aadhiseshi, who's 42, were surrounded by protesters who blocked their way and forced them to return to the base camp. Remember, it's been 5 days on since Sabarimala's gates have been opened, but no woman in the menstrual age has yet managed to enter the shrine. Only 8 women below 50 have now tried to walk to the temple since Wednesday, when it opened after the Supreme Court last month overturned a century-old ban on women between 10 to 50 from entering Sabarimala, but not a single woman has managed to reach the hilltop shrine.
Part of a pilgrimage group which came from Andhra. They had been to other temples also prior to this, and they did not know of any special, the rituals or the practices in Sabarimala. So they just came as a normal pilgrimage group. Now, when somebody told them that they are not supposed to go, they did not want to go. So we offered them that we will take you if required, but they said we do not want to go. And they have given us a statement to that effect also, and they wanted to go back to Nellakil where the vehicle is parked, and we have taken them beyond Nellakil.
Well, I have Sneha Merikoshi now joining us. Sneha, the women really, intending to go, making that attempt, police also saying that they will give protection, but clearly they are also apprehensive seeing the amount of protest there.
That's right. In fact, you see these women, a group of them along with a group just walking in. They just went ahead of the base camp. They're in their early 40s and they just walked up. They were just trekking up. They crossed around 100 or 200 meters, and that's where they've met with resistance. You had devotees who were on the ground, who were protesting, and it of course was very intimidating. And these women, they returned back. When they returned back, the police escort was also there. They were taken to the control room, and apparently the women said that they did not know the situation in Sabarimala, and they've also told that they do not want to go any further. They do not have any intention of going into Sabarimala anymore, and the police has given them security and they have been moved down beyond the base camp. So that's really what has happened today. It's the 5th day. Now, there's also a huge amount of protests. We must remember tomorrow around 10 in the night is when the temple shuts after it was opened for for different procedures. So there have been several protests today, in fact, in different parts in and around Sabarimala. There's this Nam Jap protest, where they are taking the name of Ayyappa and they're protesting. The protesting devotees are protesting. They're taking out protest marches in different places. There's 144 section. The prohibitory orders are still on, and despite that, you're having in and around, you're having different kind of protests. There's large number of police which have been deployed in different places. But women also now extremely cautious. Today these two women have said they do not really want to go forward. The police has taken this statement in written. Now the police is time and again, we heard IG Srijit also say that on camera. We've been hearing the police say that anybody who wants to go up will be taken with safety, will be taken with precaution, but that's really not happened. That's not happened successfully, starting from the first woman on day 1 who reached Pamba and started her walk, Madhvi, and that time of course the police security was not in place. There was nobody who was even willing to take her all the way up till the temple. They escorted her for around 100 or 200 meters and they told you were on your own, and that's when Madhvi literally returned back intimidated. After that there have been attempts, but really no one in their menstruating age have been able to enter the temple. There's stiff resistance. There was even a day when the temple came down to a showdown almost, with the priest threatening IG Srijit, saying that if these two women, Rehana as well as Kavita, were brought up, the temple would be shut down. So that's really what we are talking about. Now, importantly, there's also politics behind it. BJP claiming that, the allegations against it, that the central government can pass a resolution that's been vetoed by BJP, saying it requires the state government to bring in the position in the assembly before the central government can do anything. So really politics also around it, but the DGP saying that anybody who wants to go up will be given full police protection. But of course, even the kind of questions being raised upon many women who have made the attempts to really go in. Another thing that needs to be pointed out is now there's also focus on the families of people who are coming up. You know, there's police protection, there's protesters who are reaching the houses of women who are trying to make these attempts.